13 Reasons Why Season 3 has officially dropped on Netflix. This time around, the show centered on trying to figure out who killed Bryce Walker. Many people had many different reasons for wanting to kill Bryce, but who actually had the guts to do it? The show welcomed a new character named Ani. Ani befriended Clay Jensen, and this season is actually told through her narrative as she names the killer to the police. During the 13 episodes, viewers are led to believe anyone could have done it. So I know I'm a little late, but I finally finished binge watching 13 Reasons Why Season 3. And I ended up watching it all in 2 nights. So here's the first thing I gotta say. First things first, I loved this season. So at first when I saw the trailer, I kind of thought it looked a little boring and I wasn't as into wanting to watch it. So maybe that's why I lagged a little bit to finally get to see it. But once I started, guys, I couldn't stop. I thought the idea of the show was basically to get the viewer to believe that anybody could have done it at any given point, and I think the show did just that. Secondly, I will say that I was disappointed with the ending. To me, the whole point was that one of them was going to go to jail, pay for the repercussions of committing a murder. I didn't expect for the group to get together and cover it up. I understand why they did, but instead of seeing someone deal with the consequences, it seems all is forgotten. The other thing that also got me was that even though Bryce was a bad person, they still covered up a murder, and it didn't seem like either one of them was living with the guilt. So who were the murderers? First, it is discovered that Zach beat up Bryce and left him for dead, though he didn't die. Then we find out Alex and Jessica went to go see Bryce at the port, and that in the end it was Alex, the son of the deputy. I kind of thought it was a little bit of a disappointing reveal because the whole time they played it off as a murder done in cold blood. But in the end, it was just a spur of the moment thing. And for a second, I couldn't decide if Alex killing Bryce was accidental or on purpose. It seemed like both, even though he did throw him in the water and left him to drown. So the reveal wasn't what I expected. I thought if anything, maybe Clay had blacked out and committed the murder, or Jessica finally had her chance for revenge, or even Justin could finally avenge Jessica's rape, or that Ani was working everyone all along and she had done it. Either way, the ending was disappointing and an easy way to keep all the cast together for a following season. So now let's talk about some of the things I liked and didn't like during this season. Let's start off with Ani. At first, I liked Ani. I thought she was going to be this innocent, smart girl with a good head on her shoulders that accidentally fell into this world of crime. But as the show progressed, her character got annoying because you noticed that she was a liar and kind of messed up in her own way. It is clear that she had some emotion towards Bryce, yet she played it off like she didn't. You can say she had a full love affair with him, but didn't even seem to mourn his death. And even though he was not a good person, she still had a relationship with him. So the question is, did she use him, or was she just rebelling? Then after all of a sudden Clay and her are an item, this almost felt as if Clay was just her plan B, second option. She cared for Clay, but I didn't think it came across the way you care for a lover, but more for a friend. So, can we trust her moving forward? Jessica. I thought Alicia played the character of Jessica beautifully. I think from season 1 to season 3, her character has had the best development. She went from a minor character at the start to a super tough girl. I thought her love story with Justin was great because they both had suffered but still came together in the end. And if she would have been revealed the murderer of Bryce, I think she would have been more believable in terms of the group protecting her, and you would understand her motive and anger. But at the same time, I think it might have defeated the purpose of the growth she has had from victim to survivor. Clay. I always liked Clay's character in the past seasons. He is loyal, good-headed, has a big heart kind of guy. And even though you still saw shades of that in this season, I think his anger at every little thing surpassed his good boy status. He's still obviously the main focus, so as a viewer, you still know that he is a good guy. But I think in this season, his outbursts made him less popular, at least for me. The Tyler part. So during season 2, I thought that would happen to Tyler was the worst thing I had ever seen. It was so hard to watch, and to be honest, I was terrified of watching season 3 because I didn't want to see another thing like what happened to Tyler happen again. What I did like about this storyline is that they used it for the majority of the season. They didn't just reveal the bathroom rape at the top of the season and forget about it after. They kept it going, and I will say that when Tyler revealed to Clay what happened to him, I cried so hard at that scene. I am so happy that he got a good ending during this season, but something tells me it will not last, especially after the guns were found in the river. The Bryce part. So it's clear that the writers of the show wanted us to gain some sort of sympathy for Bryce before his death, because if not, why would we care about his death? This was an interesting add to the show because the first 2 seasons he was the monster, the ultimate bad guy, but this season they showed him in some good light. I think they had to show that no matter what, at that point his destiny was doomed. So now, what about season 4? According to Deadline, Netflix has ordered a last and final season of the show, which means season 4 will be the last, and it will center around the core cast graduation. So even though I was bummed when I found out that season 4 was going to be the last season, in a way it's kind of better because most shows drag on and they have like 15 seasons or however many seasons, and at some point it starts feeling really repetitive. So I think that knowing that the last season is coming, you take it more seriously, and again, it defeats the whole being repetitive just to get viewers to keep tuning in to each season. So I am happy about that. So now, I want to know, what did you guys think of season 3? What parts did you like? What parts didn't you like? And also, will you be watching season 4? And if so, what would you like to see happen in season 4? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you guys like this review, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more. And until next time, I will see you guys all later. Bye!